Hey everyone, welcome to my pregnancy update. Today I'm going to be talking about what's been going on from weeks 18 through 21. If you missed the past two updates from the first trimester in weeks 14 through 17, you can find them linked down below in the description, along with a bunch of other pregnancy videos if you're interested. The past few weeks have been really exciting. I've been feeling a lot of movement and I had my gender reveal party, so let's get right into this. You're going to notice I'm going to be looking at my phone like I've always been saying the past couple updates. I can't remember every single week. I don't know who can. I guess unless you do these videos week by week, you might remember. I don't know. Anyway, let's go. So for my 18th week of pregnancy, the baby was the size of a cucumber. My main symptoms were right shoulder blade pain, uterus pains, sciatica pain, constipation. My fiance noticed that the line that gets dark on your belly, I still have it like under my belly button, but it seems to be growing up more now. I was kind of depressed because my oldest cat was pretty sick and we didn't know if he was going to actually make it, but he's fine now, so everything's great with him. But I did like a bunch of crying that week. This week when I would hold my tummy, I felt vibrations. My face was feeling dry and my fiance Ken was saying I had like a sense of urgency. Probably in preparation of the gender reveal party, which would be the following week. At 18 weeks and 3 days, I was considered halfway through my pregnancy due to the fact that I will be induced at 37 weeks. And this is because I have pre-pregnancy high blood pressure, so my doctor wants to keep me and baby safe. On 18 weeks and 6 days, around 7 in the morning, my fiance felt like a tapping from the baby. He had his hand on my belly. And at the same time he felt this tapping, I felt like a cramp, so it was just kind of interesting. I'm wondering if I've been feeling baby, like, even before then, because I always felt these, like, cramp types of feelings. So, I don't know, I just thought that was pretty interesting. On this day, I also noticed that I was starting to have, like, this flaky stuff in my bra. At this point, I thought maybe it was food. I don't know. This week, I was craving pickles, salt and vinegar chips, and KFC. I'm going to be mentioning TMI stuff throughout this video, so if you hear me say TMI stuff and you don't want to hear any of that, just kind of like skip ahead a few seconds. So for TMI stuff, I had increased sex drive this week. I gained 1.6 pounds from the previous week, and I was 1.4 pounds higher than my pre-pregnancy weight. My 19th week of pregnancy, the baby was the size of a mango. So this week, I had my anatomy scan right at the 19th week mark. Baby was measuring perfectly. I almost said the gender. They weighed 9 ounces. Heart rate was 149 beats per minute. Everything looked great. At this point, I was having mixed feelings on what we were having. I was leaning more towards girl, and Ken was leaning towards boy. On this day, I'm pretty sure I started feeling the baby move. The best way I can describe it is like cramps or pressure, kind of like I mentioned for the previous week. My main symptoms were I was noticing the flaky stuff again in my bra all week. I don't know if it was colostrum or dry skin. At this point, now that I'm a few weeks ahead, I think it's just dry skin, to be honest. I was achy from cleaning the house. I had lots of anxiety and stress for preparing for the gender reveal party. I had sciatica pain and left ankle pain, which was probably from wearing heels at my party. I had on and off boob pain. And overall, this week honestly did not feel real. I kind of felt like I was in a dream. It was just, I don't know, I guess just so much going on and finding out what we were having. Don't worry, you're going to find out if you don't know yet. Ken said I was myself this week. I was more smiley, bouncy. I had happy anxiety instead of worry anxiety, which I don't know if that was true. I feel like I'm just anxious all the time, but that's okay. Starting on 19 weeks, 2 days, I started feeling little pops and taps, which basically started occurring daily from this point. I also felt rolls and fluttering. This week I filmed the old wives' tale video. I'll have that linked below if you're interested, but they basically all said I was having a boy. On 19 weeks and 4 days we had our gender reveal party. If you haven't seen it, it'll be linked down below.
No. Yeah, let's link it below. But hey guys, you want to see it right now?
Oh, you want to see some of it?
Here it is. This is the reveal.
Alright, are we ready to do this?
Yes!
Alright, we're getting ready for the baby reveal.
Yep.
I'm letting this.
I'm gonna start running.
Hold on. No, oh God. Ow. Are you alright?
It's a girl! Oh my god! Congratulations, guys!
Oh my god, it's so cute.
I can't believe I was right. Like, we're having a girl. I don't know.
What's up with that leg thing I do?
Yeah, I think that was in it, was it? I don't know. There's a thing that he, like, everyone keeps asking when he went to hug me, his leg was up in the air.
Here's a screenshot of that. What is wrong with me?
I don't know. But I can't believe I was right. Like, I don't know. I know they say sometimes your intuition is right, like the mother's intuition is right, but I don't know. I just thought, like, in the beginning of my pregnancy, I was like, we're going to have a boy. We're going to have a boy. Like, ever since I was... This guy's yawning. Ever since I was, like, really young, I just always assumed I'd have a boy. And even when we first got together, I was like, yeah, I'll probably have a boy. And then I was just really shocked. Like, I don't know. But we're very, very happy. We're so excited to be having a baby girl. What's your comments?
Healthy baby's more important.
Yes, but do you have to say it creepy like that?
I'm just saying it how I hear everyone on Facebook say it.
Anyway. Pretty much at this point, I finally realized I was pregnant. Like, I know I was pregnant, but I was having a very hard time putting two and two together. There's a baby growing inside of me. I think now that I can refer to baby as she, her, like, I don't know, it just felt more real. But also on this day, Ken was able to feel the baby flipping around. He had his hand on my belly when we were lying in bed, and he said he could feel it. I couldn't feel it from the outside, which is weird, because usually they say the moms will feel it first, but he felt it so many times on the outside before me. It was strange.
I just need to clarify. I didn't feel it flipping around. It felt like if, you know, you had just bought, like, a fish and it was in a plastic bag.
I think that was another week, though. I have that description.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, that's what it's always felt like. It's always felt like that.
Because this was at 19 weeks.
Like something rubbing against the edge of a bag, touching your hand. Or like when you go to the aquarium and you go in the stingray tank that you pet them and they just come up and touch your hand. Like that. That's what it felt like.
Alright. Well, there you go.
Something pressing against my hand.
There's Dad's opinion.
I don't get to talk much.
You have your own channel.
No, I don't. It's dead.
Anyway, on 19 weeks 5 days, the day after the gender reveal, we had to celebrate and buy baby girl some clothes. But we weren't the first one to buy clothes. Our friend Victor was. He ended up buying like a set of boy clothes and girl clothes, and then once we found out what we were having, he gave us the bag of girl clothes, which was really sweet of him. On this day, I was dizzy after taking a shower, but I honestly think I had too much sugar. I don't know. I talk a little bit more about it later, but it's just something I've noticed. I can't handle that much sugar anymore, which really, really sucks. For cravings, it was just salt and vinegar chips, and one time it was at 2 in the morning. Why do I crave things at 2 in the morning? I don't like that, because I don't want to eat at 2 in the morning. I want to go to sleep. There was no TMI stuff noted for this week. I was down 1.2 pounds from last week, and I was 0.2 pounds higher for my pre-pregnancy weight. My 20th week of pregnancy, the baby was the size of a sweet potato. This is the last week that they measure from head to rump. So,
that's a butt for those of you out there who don't know what a rump is.
So on 20 weeks and 1 day, we booked a hall for our baby shower, which is really exciting.
Thanks, Kim. Thanks, Huey.
It's going to be on February 2nd, which is 3 weeks before I'm induced, which is scary. My main symptoms for this week were constipation, a sense of urgency on getting the baby registry done. I was feeling lots of pops and taps from the baby, mostly when I was relaxing or eating. Sometimes I also felt like my belly was vibrating, which was really strange. I went to a concert which caused my legs and feet to hurt for a couple of days, probably from standing. I had acne, the flaky stuff in the bra again, and Ken said I was myself, whatever that means. Halloween was this week, and Ken painted my belly like a pumpkin, or he tried his very best. That will be linked in the description if you want to see it.
You!
You tried your best. His face, I wish I could show you. On 19 weeks and 6 days, we bought a reliable car, but I say that now, but the check engine light just came on, so we have to take care of that. I'm sure it's fine. Also on this day, we're pretty sure we decided on baby girl's name. At this point, I was 95% sure. I just kind of wanted to think about it more. For cravings, it was fries, buffalo chicken, coffee, vinegar, and hash browns. For TMI stuff, my cervical fluid seemed extra this week. I gained 3.6 pounds from last week, and I was 3.8 pounds higher from my pre-pregnancy weight, which makes me wonder, am I actually going to start gaining weight now? It seems like I haven't been. My 21st week of pregnancy, baby was the size of a banana, and now we're measuring from head to legs, or feet. My main symptoms were, I had the urge to start preparing for baby. Is it too early to start nesting? I feel like it is, but...
No.
No, it's not.
No, we should be done.
I had sciatica pain. I had an increased appetite. Everything sounds good to eat. Like, we'll drive by different restaurants. I'm like, yeah, that, I want that. Like, literally everything. I was feeling stronger movements every day. I noticed that she kicks more when Ken gets home in the morning. He works overnight, so every morning he comes home, she just kind of like wakes up.
That's my girl.
When I drink my morning coffee, during dinner, and we're relaxing. Mostly all the movements at night, aside from that morning. I've been also feeling baby when I lean over, kind of like this. I guess she doesn't like the squished feeling, or I don't know. Maybe like something with my stomach. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Maybe somebody knows what it is, but I've just noticed that I can feel all the movement when I do that. I also feel baby a lot when I have a ton of sweets too, which I guess makes sense. But speaking of sweets, I noticed that I've really been getting dizzy. I used to be able to eat like a ton of different things. Like I could eat like a whole bag of candy or something, and now it's like I'll eat a piece of pumpkin pie with some whipped cream, and I get really dizzy, and I just have to kind of like sit for a while, drink water. It's really, really strange. I wonder because I've kind of like cut back on sugar, and now I've been kind of indulging a little bit. Might have something to do with it. I don't know. I'm still finding flaky stuff in my bra this week, but like I said, I think it's just dry skin because I don't see what else it could be. I thought it was colostrum, but I read that it would be like yellow. It's not yellow, it's just flaky skin. Sorry, this is probably gross, but it is what it is.
That's nasty.
Also, this might be TMI, but I've been having nipple pain that I keep forgetting to mention every week. Like, I'll be in the shower and the water hits my boobs and it's just like the most painfulest thing ever. It reminds me of being back in the first trimester. So every day this week there are a bunch of menstrual moments, so I'm going to go through each day. At 21 weeks, Ken felt what he described as a fish swimming in a plastic bag.
Yeah.
I felt it briefly too when I put my hand on my belly, but it was like so quick. I don't know, like I said earlier, he tends to feel the outside movement more than I do. Also on this day I felt hiccups for the first time. It has to be. They're very repetitious. Like, I thought she was kicking, but it just kept happening. Like, it reminded me of my own hiccups. I was like, that has to be hiccups. That's the only thing that makes sense. So, that was pretty exciting. At 21 weeks and 2 days, I had an appointment. Baby's heartbeat was 151 beats per minute, and I had felt a lot of movement at night. At 21 weeks and 3 days, Ken had felt movement in the morning. After dinner, I felt like a hard spot on my stomach, and I pointed it out to Ken, and he went to touch it, and he felt like a kick or a punch. Pretty much since this day, I can tell where baby is. I can just kind of like touch my stomach, and I'll feel a hard spot, and I'm just assuming that's where she is. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think I'm right. I hope I'm right. If not, then just ignore all that.
Well, if it coincides with where you're feeling kicks,
yeah,
it only makes sense.
I guess. At 21 weeks and 4 days, we did some baby shower planning with my stepmom, my aunt, my grandma. Ken was there. On this day, we're feeling pretty confident on the baby's name. We're going to be filming a special video on that, but for now, we ended up filming baby names we love but won't be using, which will be linked below if you're interested. At 21 weeks and 5 days, I sneezed and I peed myself again, so that's the second time this pregnancy. Threw me off guard, because I was doing so good. The first time it happened, I would sneeze and then I kind of like hold everything after the fact, and like it seemed good for a while, but no. So now I'm back to like, oh God, don't pee yourself.
You gotta do some Kegels.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
All right. At 21 and 6 days, my mom thinks she felt the baby move, but she thinks it could have also been the heartbeat. I don't know. I'm not going to say she was wrong just because I've been feeling so much movement and Ken has been feeling movement, but she felt it up higher, which I'm not sure where she is right now, so I don't know, maybe. Also on this day, but it might be considered 22 weeks because it was after midnight, I felt the baby kick from the outside, finally. Before I felt like little flutters, but I don't know, it was just like I felt the kick, so that was really exciting. I felt it like 2 times. This week I created scrambled eggs, tacos. With the tacos, I ate them. I craved them, I ate them, and then I craved them an hour later. So there was that. And I also had a craving for strawberries. I had no TMI stuff noted. And I was down 0.2 pounds from last week, and I was up 3.6 pounds from my pre-pregnancy weight. So that wraps up weeks 18 through 21. This pregnancy has been a lot easier than I thought it would be. I mean, so far, I know that the third trimester is slowly approaching, and that's probably going to be really hard for me, but so far I can't complain at all. I'm very, very lucky. If you're pregnant, let me know how you're doing. Comment. So before I end this video, I'm going to show you what my 22-week bump looks like. Okay, so here's a view from the front, the side, the other side. Here's my hairy belly, if you can tell.
Looks fine.
Usually, I don't know, you can't really see it in the camera, but it's pretty hairy. I'm Italian and Portuguese. Here's from the side. And the other side. Getting pretty round. So, yeah.
You're like a little egg.
I'm an egg. Yeah, you've been saying that all week. I'm an egg. Well, that's about it. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask me. Also, if you're interested in following my journey, hit that subscribe button because I do daily vlog with my fiance. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.